go as a theme in our lives. This was right along with our flight, our rise, our joy, our destruction. All of that can be put in a soundtrack of music. Not only do we answer why is this music so important, our lives, for all intents and purposes, is nothing but another rendition of sound.
Simple yet sacred, heavy yet weightless. Let me take you to that space in between those spaces where time is a myth and the clocks are faceless, with a melody so sweet that you can taste it.
When we talk about this, something that is so advanced within our DNA and within our body. Now, melanin is more than a substance. It is an intelligence. It is an entity called the muse. Whenever we create music, we are only producing outwardly an intelligence and a civilization that's on the inside. We are only putting that to scale and putting it to the level in which we can use it in the physical. So we take something that is not in the physical and bring it in the physical.
Simple yet sacred, heavy yet weightless. Let me take you to that space in between those spaces where time is a myth and the clocks are faceless, with a melody so sweet that you can taste it.
The Africans use the drum because it is not the beat that is being heard. It is the spaces in between the beats that's being heard. Creating an ecological system that is outside of the dimension, you're bringing that same ecological system in the dimension through sound.
Simple yet sacred, heavy yet weightless. Let me take you to that space in between those spaces where time is a myth and the clocks are fakeless, with a melody so sweet that you can taste it.
Well, Mike Pope of the Mike Pope Show. It's me, live, ready, charged, and on my ish. Now, I want to give a quick disclaimer. Friday, I was wilding out Friday. I was on some other stuff on Friday. I enjoyed myself. Thank y'all for tuning in and making Friday's rebroadcast the most watched rebroadcast of my group of videos to date. I'd like to shout everybody out that tuned in. Click that play button on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you watched it at. And to thank you for tuning in. And my mic. Oh, there we go. Thank you for tuning in and making my rebroadcast one of the highest watched shows thus far. And let's continue to build. Now, like I said, I was on some other stuff on Friday. Yeah. I don't want to advocate any drinking or anything, but I was turned. Monday, November 17th, 2014. What don't we have on the table today? They said what? Today, Monday, is a they said what? Monday. Accusations against one of our prominent figures. Can't call him civil rights. Can't call him it doesn't have a political agenda. He just have a humanity agenda. Mr. Bill Cosby has been accused of some very serious things, and We will get into that later in the show. Also, Ebola has struck again. Here in the United States, Ebola has struck again. We will get back to that. I'll bring that up a little more later in the show as well. So they once thought that we should, or not we, that people that apply for food stamps assistance should be drug tested. Well, one of their own, what is the great Malcolm X once said, your chickens will come back home to roost, or something slick like that. Karma's a B. We have a state representative who got busted for cocaine. Applaud me for bringing his ignorant self to light. Trey Riddell, white dude, or Radell, or whatever. He voted with the Republican legislation that would allow states to make people who apply for food stamps take drug tests, mandatory drug testing. He was against making legislators in Congress take drug tests as well. That's because he knew he was going to be getting coked up and didn't want to be exposed at all. And it makes no sense, but nonetheless, he's been exposed now, and we know the truth. Is he a hypocrite? Yes, hell yeah, he's a hypocrite. How can you expect to say that people that apply for welfare should take a mandatory drug test, but yet still you a cokehead? Hell, if they sell you the food stamps, Rep Rydell, then you'll save money on your food costs, and you have more money to get coked up with. How about that? He's an idiot, a stone cold idiot. I can't believe he even thought that he would get away with that. He was busted in October. It's just getting light as of recent. So when I came across it, I knew instantly that I had to discuss that. But we'll talk about that and more, later on as we get further into the show. What they say? Did they accuse Mr. Cosby of what? I can't wait until we discuss that. I can't. I can't. And I'm going to, at some point on the other side of the half hour, I am going to expose. And I'm going to say 4 words, which has been the destruction of self-dignity for this generation, the social media generation. And let's see if anyone agrees with me. I need a mic stand that doesn't make as much crackly noise during the process of me trying to move it around, because I move around a lot. That's the adult ADHD or whatever they call it. Let's get that. So let's see. Let's get to yes, and best believe when I bring this up, because I think I lost track of what I was saying. When I bring this up, you're going to agree. Trust me, you will agree, because it's real. Nope. I gotta get into my stuff and play my joints, get a little airplay, and let it rock out. The phone lines are open, 267-736-9785. Shoot me a text, call in, speak your mind. Here is Astronauts ARF Band single. I'm going to play these songs. It's like I'm pulling teeth to get indie artists to send their music over. All you got to do is hit that donate button, and you got instant plays 5 days a week on an international internet radio show. They'll get it eventually. But here is ARF Band with Single. Be right back.
Kiss me all night long till we make up. We'll love each other until we wake up.
Oh, you wanna leave? Oh, you wanna leave? They go to door, shorty. You can hand me them keys. See, I keep it 100. See, I keep it a beam. You ain't the only one that's trying to be up on my team. Just to let you know, it's nothing, baby. I'll let you go. I don't chase no bitch. I don't sweat no hoe. See, I chase that bread. I chase that dough. That's why I'm single as a dollar bill. Now you blowing up my phone. See, you gotta chill. I let it drop my wheel. I let it touch my back. But us being together, shorty, see, that's what it ain't. You gotta slow your road. You gotta know your place. Now you sitting there sick, I see it in your face. So shout out to my ex, can't front it was good. So shout out to the sex, I'm gonna move to the right, you can move to the left. When you see me and my new girl, you know I'm going flat.
Can't you ignore what I just said? I'm pretty sure I woke up on the wrong side of bed. Now you say you're leaving, well I don't mind. Cause after all, that makes me single tonight. Whoa. Whoa. Kiss me all night long till we make up. We'll love each other until we wake up. Long nights, start fights. I talk once, you talk twice. That's just how it goes when no love should grow. So close your eyes and just forget about it. And this will maybe last till summer long. We both know if this isn't real, but it's better than being all alone. Whoa. We go to sleep to get by, and when we wake we're both gone. We both sing this song. We're wrong. We don't belong. We both know that this isn't real, but it's better than being all alone. I'm pretty sure I woke up on the wrong side of bed. Now you say you're leaving, well I don't mind. Cause after all that makes me single tonight. Whoa. Whoa. Kiss me all night long till we make up. We'll love each other until we wake up.
That was ARF Band, Astronauts, rocking hard with Single. That's one of the old. That's one of their first singles off their latest album. Always, dug that joint. Always thought it was really, really cool. Just not having too much this camera. Like I don't know. That's I don't know. But you're here. You can see me. I can see you. Not. I can see your comments. But I'm here. I'm gonna get this mic and once. I have to move around. If I don't move around, I don't feel comfortable. It's like I'm sitting stagnant. And if I sit stagnant, then I'm gonna give you stale information and a stale, flow of things. I want to talk about this video I seen on Facebook earlier. Um, it's a video of apparently a family, a relative, allegedly stole from, I guess maybe the mother, the grandmom of whomever, his cousin's aunt, maybe his aunt or something like that. And guess she got her boys there. Said hold him down, and they really beat this kid up, this guy, as if he was someone off the street that killed the family member. Now, I'm not sure how much the monetary amount may have been, but apparently this was over something petty, like around $20 or something. And for the life of me, I cannot see how a $20, stealing $20 would make you want to beat this guy. Them dudes look like they hustling, getting a little money. Maybe they work, sell a little reefers. I don't know. I don't know their personal business. I don't know what they may or may not do, but they look like they might be getting a little money. Well, why they gotta beat this guy up? A family member, a cousin, whatever. Why they had to beat him down like that for $20? That is deplorable. It's horrible that you could possibly be beat senseless or possibly killed. They could have killed this guy. One, hit here. They was like throwing him around, snatching him by his legs. He could have fell. Thing. Just one thing could have, killed this guy over $20. Is his life not worth going about it a little differently? Where is that coming from? That's coming from another apartment. Somebody getting their ass handed to him. Somebody not listening to what Mama said. Somebody getting their ass handed to him in the next apartment. That's neither here nor there. I can't. Should I go to a song while this is happening? I don't know if I should turn them in or something. It's a little suspect. Beating that kid a little rough. Oh, I'm sorry. I've never heard. I gotta take a song. I can't do this. Maybe if I stop hearing this in my background, I'll come back. Quick song break, and we'll be back after this. This is Taylor with Chardonnay. I love this joint right here. Indie artist. I don't got their approval, but I got their song.
Why should I stop the things I do when you do? What you do to me, baby, can't you see? I head over heels, and I just can't get a break. No, time we shared, it's been so long. I don't know what to do no more. I'm not done. What happened to the things we said? How we said it would be, how we said nothing no more. don't know what to do, 'cause I'm not over you. Every day I look a good baby. The words to say how I feel. I'm so stuck with you.
All right, so I think the massacre in apartment A has commenced. I don't hear any more abuse going on, so I felt inclined to come back. That was Taylor with Chardonnay off their album Songwriters Compilation. I'm hoping that that's the album. That's what comes up under the album. So that's it. They're an indie artist group, two beautiful young ladies. But it's like the local artists that I know of. I send out the information. I say, listen, get your music over. Let's talk turkey. Let's get it played 5 days a week. They'll get their song at least played at least 5 times per week. Each week, at least 5 spins. Depends while it's still 1 hour. If it goes to 2 hours or an hour and a half, which I may push to an hour and a half, may go 10 to 11:30, then they would get probably 2 spins during the show. Probably do only three artists at a time per 2 weeks. But it's like I can't twist their arm to get the little, get the music together, send that email over. If you know an indie artist, if you know anybody trying to make moves that are using original beats, not using any instrumentals, be it rap, R&B, pop, whatever the case might be, a band, I don't care. Spoken word, definitely. I definitely want some spoken word here, but I would like it to be recorded. I don't want anything live. Where they can, possibly, maybe slip up, but, who knows? Send them over, Mr. mpope77@gmail.com. Everybody knows somebody that's trying to get into the music business in their family. So please don't listen and overlook this opportunity for someone that you know. I know a lot of people. Industry-wise, maybe not worldwide on some type of national level. I might not know Russell Simmons himself, but I know a lot of people that's making some moves in the music and entertainment industry, and they're not shysty. They're not shysters. These are real people who's out here, trying to make it, and would definitely, get down with some, new independent artists and do some work. So holla at me, send it over to my email, text me, have them text me or call me, 267-736-9785. I have my assistant reach back out to them immediately, and we can get something popping. So the video was just senseless, and I came back to it because I heard what was going on in someone else's space, and I didn't want that to be in my background and be a part of my show. So I stopped and went to a song, and once I no longer heard it, I came back. Should you compromise your morals because of the way people have treated you or taken you for granted? Should you give yourself a bad aura because of people's just lack of appreciation for a decent person? In my experiences through my life, I don't think I've too much retaliated based on the way people overall have treated me. I'm pretty much one who will single the person out. I will weed out the person. So I just, for instance, this hasn't happened, but for instance, if a woman broke my heart by, sleeping with my manager, I don't know, something slick like that. I'm not now going to hate women or hate women that, or just hate women and not invite them to my job. Now, I wouldn't invite them to that job. Well, I probably wouldn't have that job anyway because I would probably punch him in the face. But I'm not going to now hate women and tell a woman, you could never come to my job again, or to a job of mine. So don't ask me, at the first dinner, in the first conversation. Don't ever get it in your head to come. I'm not going to take it out on the masses because it's too much. Now, do I hold too much in? I was talking to someone yesterday, and someone personal in my life, and I openly admit that my issues in my life are tightly and loosely threaded. And if you pull the right thread, the whole thing can come apart. So yes, I do hold things because what's the motivation? What do I have to motivate myself if I don't hold certain things and hold things in or keep recalculating them so that I can do something different or use the experience for the future? If you let everything roll off, you're never really absorbing nothing. I have to absorb it. And it may cause for me to, hold things in a little too long. And myself and my therapist, whenever she becomes available, we're going to discuss this, and she's probably going to give me some type of slick little, methods of, working on that and becoming a better person and letting stuff go and all those stuff that I'm probably not going to do anyway. But nonetheless, I know that that's the route I have to go down. I have to let go of some things, but some stuff I have to just hold on to it. I mean, hold it tight, near and dear to my heart, because I need motivation. Without motivation, I'm just existing. Excuse me. I had to just peep something and thought I was on the right path. Do I want to? I think I don't want to get into anything that's going to pull me beyond this 10:30 because I want to come back and give a full a full perspective on something. So I think we're going to take one song break, just one, and come back on the other side of the half hour and or the other side of the hour and rock out and take it from there. Indie artists, submit your music. This is my man Mel Austin featuring Law, Pretty Poison, off his first album, Waking Up Volume 1.
From the moment I saw you, I knew that you'd be the death of me. And those brown eyes, I saw my life and what it was meant to be. Now, baby, I can't say that I read minds, but I know my destiny. Yeah, that an angel without halo has been cast down and sent to me. And you're the prettiest poison that I ever drank from. And though you rock my mind, you're all I ever seem to think of. You're the worst mistake that I will ever make. No question. My thoughts draw a blank. I can't seem to learn my lesson. No matter what I do to be without you, I just can't seem to let you go. I tried to lose you, but you refuse to. Now these blues is all I seem to know. Though you hurt me, then desert me, I still be knocking at your door. Yeah, you ain't worth me, but baby, I'm thirsty, and you keep me coming back for more. From the moment I touched you, I knew that you were gonna hit my life. Yeah, between those stars, the sunshine, that up and made you my wife. Yeah, now baby, I can't say that at all costs. I never would have guessed the price. Yeah, now, baby, I'm not dumb, so the outcome is no longer wrong for right. And you're the prettiest poison that I ever drank from. And though you rock my mind, you're all I ever seem to think of. You're the worst mistake that I will ever make. No question. My thoughts draw a blank. I can't seem to learn my lesson. No matter what I do to be without you, I just can't seem to let you go. I tried to lose you, but you refuse to. Now these blues is all I seem to know. Though you hurt me, then desert me, still be knocking at your door. Yeah, you ain't worth me, but baby, I'm thirsty, and you keep me coming back for more. Girl, I want you gone from here. Girl, I want you gone. Got to get you low. Got to get you low. The addiction is so strong in there. The addiction is so strong. From you I can't get off.
Man, I can't get off. And from the very first glance, it was something about her energy. Couldn't understand from her look how she carried me. I was on my money, Mike. She was on her nigga, please. Couldn't put my finger on her. It was killing me. Lord, I was a scorer, but she had that killer key. Lock me down, lock me up, and see she had the only key. Shorty boxing want me, got me in foul trouble. Team in the penalty. Killer cross over my heart. It was the injury. Trying to rip my thoughts, but she vivid in my memories. Passion for everlasting extreme was the chemistry. I was on my chivalry. Signal she was sending me didn't show me clemency. In my book, she was in. Shorty only kissing me. Now my meant to be was I sleeping with the enemy, but I learned then never trust the ass and a smile. Pretty poison, same to
what I do to be without you. I just can't seem to let you go. I tried to lose you, but you refuse to. Now these blues is all I seem to know. Though you hurt me, then you suck me. I still be knocking at your door. Yeah, you ain't worth me, but baby I'm thirsty, and you keep me coming back for more. No matter what I do to be without you, I just can't seem to let you go. I tried to lose you, but you refuse to. And these blues is all I seem to know. So you love me, then you suck me. I still be knocking at your door. Yeah, you ain't worth me, but baby I'm thirsty, and you keep me coming back for more.
Hyped, juiced up, tanked up, had my iced tea, brisk. Had that already. I didn't have a green tea. They didn't have any. I was a little upset. Arizona green tea with the honey in it. That's my favorite drink. Next to water. Next to water is my favorite drink. I gave up sodas years ago. Long before I even was trying to lose weight, I gave up sodas. But now I like the green teas, waters. Of course, I like the white liquors. So let's get into some of the more tough topics, or just tough talking points. How with the top? I don't have a topic. I'm not a topical person. I'm not going to come and kill you with topics like, okay, it's going to do that. I'm going to speak what I got to say and keep pushing. That's what it's about. Oh, that was my Old Navy coupon. 50% off. I did actually go on Saturday. The Black Friday pre-sale. I'm not going in there. I'm not going in there. Period. November 22nd. No, I'm not going in there on no Black Friday. I'll go on Black Thursday or Purple Monday. Go down there with the gay blades. I'll go down to Purple Monday and handle that. Why do I got 5, 6, 7, 10 messages coming at one time? Who knows? All right, so Bill Cosby, he's now being accused of rape over 30 years ago. 30 years ago. Now, I'm not going to get too much into if he allegedly raped anybody or not, because I wasn't there. This lady may still have his semen encrusted on the collar of one of her shirts. She may have a naked Polaroid picture of him dancing around with a goddamn party like his 1979 eyeglasses and a banner on. I don't know what she may or may not have that can prove her case. I could care less about that. My problem is now they're trying to attack and everybody, people of color mainly, are trying to attack his agenda over the last decade or so because he doesn't pacify, the Negroes, the belligerents, the degenerates. He don't pacify them. He's flat out, he's straight up, and he says, this is what's wrong. This is what needs to be done. And nobody wants to hear it. But quite frankly, I do, because that's the way I kick it. And when I talk to my friends or when I talk to people who ask my opinion, because I'm no professional, I'm trying to see a professional myself. I'm no professional. I'm just me. I come from North Philly. I've just been around for a long time, and I can analyze really well. That is the problem. The problem is, first and foremost, nobody wants them to tell them that they're wrong. That is a problem with families. That's a problem with parenting. No one wants to just flat out say or take it that they're wrong. Applaud me for being one to say it. Yes, you heard me. They don't want to be told you're parenting wrong. Stop babying that little boy. How's that little boy going to become a man if you're babying him? Stop making him your little a butch, son, dressing him like a cute girl, a cute tomboy. Stop doing that. Stop babying him. When he falls, let him get up. Let him lick his wounds and get up. Have him sit down and let's learn from the fall. That's what's missing. No one wants to tell them how to do things. I'm not perfect. I'm not the greatest parent ever. I'm a proud parent. And I know where it's going wrong. I've seen it. I've seen the parents that want to, you say something to their child. Oh, listen, could you take that noise down the street? Parents want to come down and they want to fight you. They want to fight you because you just told their child, look, could you take that up the street? Too much noise. I'm trying to, read my paper, or, we playing cards, or what might have been going on in the mid 90s. And that's when it started. The fighting, the fighting over saying something, and then the segregation within the community or within just the block. Nobody would say nothing to nobody. No one helped anybody. Nobody looked out for the neighbor, looked out for thy neighbor. No one followed the 10 Commandments. They abandoned the 10 Commandments in the 90s, and it's coming back to bite them in their ass. And because Mr. Bill Cosby, comedian, philanthropist, because he says it straight, he doesn't sugarcoat it like, oh, well, we need some programs, we need some funding. No, you need to strap down and raise these children right, set these children straight. How in the hell is it your children, 16, 17 years old, a killer around the corner, and you just don't know? Hustling, tearing the neighborhood up, with his dope around the corner or at the corner or 2 blocks over, and you just don't know because you choose not to know. That's what it is, and that's what's ailing the African-American community. Of course, there's some parents who may have a child that just get caught up in the streets. That always happens, but that's the minority. The majority are the ones who actually influence it and who was actually influenced by it and who was not set straight early on. That is what's mad at Mr. Bill Cosby, because he tells it straight. He doesn't sugarcoat it. And I don't think that's a real in his journey through life, because he isn't, I don't know, 80, 100 years old for nothing. He didn't get there. He had to see something. He had to do something. And he had to be a part of something. So don't try to discredit him because of some white woman says, women allege that like that. 30 years later, I pretty much don't want to hear about, or not 30 years later. Okay. All right, here we go. Yeah, so I don't want to hear it 30 years later. All right, so Stacey Dash has been running around with whatever little bit, tiny bit of celebrity she has left, just butchering the black community. She called us a total embarrassment. All we want to do is be lazy and get food stamps and welfare. Where's the outcry about her? Why hasn't someone slapped that light-skinned heifer off her alleged pedestal? Oh, because they dismiss her because she's a Republican. So what is she, a minority? No, she's not. The Republicans are the majority. That's why our president can't do anything right now, because they run the House. They run the state legislators. They run the Congress. That's why. That is why. They're not the minority. Why is she being dismissed or given a pass? Because she's light-skinned? Or because she's fine as hell? Well, at least back in, the Clueless days and Mo Money days. Is that why? I don't give her a pass. I used to love Stacey Dash. I might have, choked one off back in the day to her. That don't mean I'm going to let her talk down to me or about me and my people and my struggle here in 2014 because of something I might have did in 89 or 92. I don't think 89. I don't think I touched myself in 89. I think that came a little later. The National Guard is in Ferguson, Missouri. It's going to be something. Some hell is going to be raised. Some roofs are going to be raised, and it's going to be something. I hope that no one that's out there on the front line gets hurt, gets killed over this. But I do hope, and with everything in me, if it comes back that they're not going to prosecute their officer, Darren Wilson, for executing Michael Brown, I hope they turn that city upside down. I would hate to see anybody lose their life over it, especially anybody on the front line, but I hope they tear that city down. And if they don't tear the city down, find him and lynch him. Find him and lynch him. They lynched us for years for far less crimes. They lynched us for looking at white people, for speaking to white women. We got lynched. Find them and lynch him. Lynch Zimmerman. Can't lynch the guy over and the old head in the gas station, because I think they actually did prosecute him. And the guy in South Carolina, the police in South Carolina, he was fired and prosecuted. But anyone who commit these crimes and get away, get off, lynch him. I said it and I stand by it. I stand by it. We need to make it the hell with the nonviolent. To hell with, we need a couple real G's. You got people doing grimy stuff, killing off people for $5 or $10 or for their cell phone or whatever. Let's get them, suit them up, send them down to Missouri, have them, find Mr. Wilson and lynch him. Should let him see what it feels like. Gun him down from behind, execution style. That's all in my vivid imagination. I don't want the feds coming in, kicking my door in to see what type of crazy stuff that I'm into. So I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna kill that one right now before it goes any further. I think we're gonna take a song break before I get myself rounded up by the federales and taken and beaten and killed and thrown in some type of ditch somewhere. We can get into a song, one of my favorite songs, once again, by my man. He gonna get plays every day, every week until you people tell your people or other people tell some other people, or people finally click on the link and get their music played, their indie music played here on the Mike Pope Show. Lines are open, 267-736-9785. Broad Street.
International is on my ride on 95. Can't wait to see you. I'm on a mission between the lines of path to you. Don't wanna slow down if I see red and blue. I'm counting 12 lights on Broad Street till I'm right next to you. 11, 10, 9, 7, I'm gone. I'm counting 5 lights on Broad Street till I'm right next to you. Right next to you. Just got off 611, then made a left. Yeah. Cruising by Temple U. Block parties jumping on from right to left. Jill Scott is pumping too. And she's saying, let's take a long walk in the park. Conversations sparked up after dark. Give me ideas for you. As I judge myself in the mirror, and this ride becomes more clearer. I just can't be without you. I'm counting 12 lights on Broad Street till I'm right next to you. 11, 10, 9, 7, I'm gone. I'm counting 5 lights on Broad Street till I'm right next to you. Right next to you.
White Poop Show. Can I help you?
Hi, how you doing, Mike?
Hey.
It's Wakila on Facebook.
Oh, hey, what's going on? You wanted to chime in on something?
I really want to be more, I don't really want to be on the air.
Oh.
You still playing the music, right?
No.
I'm going live.
Yes, ma'am. So you might as well go ahead.
Okay. First thing I wanted to comment on, because I wrote down everything since the time I've been listening. So the first thing I want to say is boys need to be able to cry. That was back when you said they need to, fall, just dust it off and, just take it. They need to be able to cry. I think that causes a serious logical problem when boys have felt like they can't cry. That's my opinion. Another thing was love, with the power that you have and as many people as you can reach and have the potential to reach, because you have a pretty good show. You got a good thing going. I totally respect that. Who's that's anonymous? Sit in there somewhere with anonymous. So love to hear that. If it could be 1 second snippet, I don't care. That's my opinion as well. Everything I'm saying is my opinion, so I'm not going to say it. That's basically my disclaimer, my opinion.
Okay.
Okay, as far as the Black community, you said something about, I can't quite remember. I just said in my note was more than whatever you were talking about. That was a problem with the Black community. There's a lot that's going on with us.
Oh,
and I know you can't touch on everything.
I agree. I definitely agree. But I think that when people tell it straight, people get very offensive because they don't like to hear what's wrong. And for me, what affects me mostly, and what I know is going to affect the future, is the lack of respect that the last 2 generations have. If they had
the lack of respect,
yes, the lack of respect they have for life, for the common courtesy, and for women and for females, I think that is totally ruining generations to come. Where it started at, I don't know. We can't argue where it started, but I know where it can stop, and it can stop with us parenting and not being friends and not being, get high buddies with our children, and standing up to them.
So do you think it's a lack of parenting, or do you think it's a lack of a community effort?
It starts with the parenting, because when I was coming up, I was born in 77, so it wasn't but so long ago, right around the time Bill Cosby started touching these women, allegedly.
Yeah.
When I was coming up, I got beat by the teacher. I could get grabbed up by, you know, Miss Haynes around the corner, and it was what it was. Now, I'm not saying that people should, you know, rough up other people's children, but people are too even scared to even say anything because of the generation of, you say something to my child, I'm coming to fight you. So why would they say anything? So it starts, to me, it basically starts with the parents, parenting, and allowing the community to keep an eye on your child. Now, like I said, you can't have people just hitting on your child. But if they're even just scared to approach you and tell you, you know, that your child did this or did that, you know, because you're going to be defensive or dismissive, like, oh, no, my child wouldn't do it. Or you ask the child in front of the other adult, did you do this? They say no. You say, oh, well, they ain't do it. And then that's just it. No, I've seen a lot. I mean, I come from a real tight neighborhood as far as it, you know, how close and how on top of each other we were. And it just gets that's just what happens. And that's what I've seen. And that, to me, has been a part of the downfall of the, you know, black families, you know, as far as where they stand now.
Okay, is everything good with that?
And then I just want to go back to the how letting boys be boys. I didn't say he couldn't cry. I said stop babying him. So you don't pick him up, hold him, pacify him, you know, give him, you know, a candy or buy him new clothes because he fell and scraped his knee. Let him lick his wounds, let him get up and deal with it however he's going to deal with it. And then you teach him to learn from that. Well, if you only can walk up one step at a time, stop trying to walk up two. You wouldn't have fell. You know, simple stuff like that. I'm not saying, you know, don't cry, don't ever cry. I've never said that to neither one of my boys. I never told them to never cry, never express themselves. I try to get them to open up to me all the time. When they say, I say, what's wrong? I don't mean what's wrong with you today. I mean, what's deep down inside of you? What's hurting you? You know, what's ailing you? What's making you, you know, angry or doing what you're doing? I try to make them open up to me all the time. So I'm not saying that boys shouldn't be emotional or shouldn't cry. Males shouldn't be emotional or shouldn't cry.
All right.
I'm just saying stop babying them. They're not your little kings. They're not your little mans. They're babies. They're babies. They're boys. They're teenagers. They're young men, young adults. And at the end of the day, they're always your son and nothing more. They're not the little king of my house, my little husband, my little man.
Can I chime in for a minute?
Yes, please? You can. Yes, you can.
It's very easy to say that to a mother.
Mm-hmm.
However, because mothers are blemish type of love, you know, that's where we come from. That's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very easy to say, you shouldn't, you know, he needs to be a man. However, when we have children, distinguish between, I mean, we know the genders, but only society tells us to look away. Other than that, you know, boy and girl would be love. It's going to be love pretty much the same way.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling a mother, oh, okay, well, don't do this. Don't baby him. Don't pick him up when he cries. Whereas when there's a female, say, yes, pick her up when she cries. Don't let her lay there. What is wrong with you? You know, you'll get the opposite flack for the opposite sex. And that's very interesting, mother. But wait, I'm stopping in a minute.
Yes.
However, to say, you know, fathers, I have to go in because that's where the father comes in. Knows what, you know, a male entails and what it needs, what it takes to be a man,
mm-hmm.
what it is, you know, what essentials you need to have, really physically, all of the above. You know, when it comes to it is different. And, you know, that's my take on it.
Cool. And I can totally agree and see where you come from on most of it. And even at the, you know, the father's part, I was going to chip in and say that. So you got it. So I don't really need to say too much on it, but yes, the fathers need to be there. But on top of the fathers being there, the women, the females that make the wrong decision need to stop making that same decision 2 and 3 times as well.
I totally 100% agree with you there. Yes, go ahead.
Right now in my life, I know at least 3 people that have either just I'm gonna say 4 that have just recently just had a baby or is pregnant, and they're not with the fathers already. Pregnant. One is 5 months pregnant.
What kind of decisions? What kind of decisions are you really making? So that's a whole another subject.
Yes.
We'll go like right in on it.
Yes.
So yeah, I agree with you, and that's an epidemic. That's a serious epidemic.
Yes, it is. It is, and it's not. It's a part of the ills. It's a part of what's tearing the fabric apart, because there's far too many single mothers, far too many, based off their decisions or based off the other person's decision. The father. It's far too many single mothers. It's horrible. The numbers are crazy. They want to talk about teenage pregnancy being down, and that's fine, because a lot of the teenage mothers are now, adult mothers.
Grown women.
Yeah. And they still doing the same things.
Wait. All right, wait, because I can go in on this as well. But I'm going to say this. Yes, it's a serious, serious issue with women. There's a serious issue with women just having babies, like you say, and not being with the dad.
Mm-hmm.
That in itself should be a learning lesson. I hope it don't take more than 2 times, but if it does, some people take longer to learn than others. But I'm going to say, please, just get what it is you're dealing with. Get to know the person before you decide it's okay to have a baby with them. Just understand what it is that person has to offer or doesn't have to offer. What is offer and what you don't have to offer. It has nothing to do with a baby and an initial, gratifying feeling that you may get from, just superficial love.
Right. I agree.
But go ahead.
I agree. So I want to. Well, I got you on because we're about to close out. So I'm gonna drop something, give my opinion, and I'm gonna let you have the last word on it. World Star Hip Hop has killed this generation. Yes or no? Yes or no?
You asking me that?
Yes, I'm asking you. World Star Hip Hop has totally killed this generation.
Oh yes.
You got the final word, and then I'm closing out.
All right. Am I staying in there? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yes. I can just relate because I have children of their era.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to respect their music and say some of it is good. Some of it I have listened to, and because of their era, and I like to know what they. So some of it I have taken a liking to. Mm-hmm. A lot of it is just lack of substance.
Yes.
And that's what I'm gonna say about it is lack of substance. Music I heard was substance, and this music they hear today is lack of a lot of substance. I'm gonna say.
I agree 100% that it lacks everything, and everything else that goes on along with it is just there's so many different examples we could put out there, but we'll save that for Thursday, and I'll come back to that on Thursday. Thank you for calling in and giving your opinion and giving me your insight. I appreciate it. You're welcome to call anytime. Call, text, email, chat in the chat room, and the YouTube chat. Any way you want to get at me and tell me to shut the hell up or give me your opinion, feel free to do it. I'm always open to it. All right.
Well, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thanks for calling.
Take care.
So we close out the show. We had the topics the discussions that brought in a caller that gave some really good insight. It's beautiful. It's the Mike Pope Show. Thank y'all for tuning in, logging on. Always say, be safe. Keep your children safe. Be careful of who you let into your house. And keep your eye on the Pico Energy Man, because he might be trying to fill up your children.
One of the major aspects of life.
I got this the outro for me too, man. I love this joint right here.
To the universe itself is one of the quintessential forms of our survival. It's been through none other than the discipline of music and science. In its relationship with love, how it has grown as a thing
interchangeable lenses. See that?
In our lives.
That was fast, right?
This was right along with our flight, our ride.
Thanks for tuning in. Tune in tomorrow, 10, 11 p.m.
Can be put on the soundtrack of music. Not only do we answer why is this music so important, our lives, for all intents and purposes, is nothing but another rendition of sound.
Simple yet sacred, heavy yet weightless. Let me take you to that space in between those spaces where time is a myth and the clocks are faceless. With a melody so sweet that you can taste it.
When we talk about this, something that is so advanced within our DNA and within our body. Now, melanin is more than a substance. It is an intelligence. It is an entity called the muse. Whenever we create music, we are only producing outwardly an intelligence and a civilization that's on the inside. We are only putting that to scale and putting it to the level in which we can use it in the physical. So we take something that is not in the physical and bring it in the physical.
Simple yet sacred, heavy yet weightless. Let me take you to that space in between those spaces where time is a myth and the clocks are faceless. With a melody so sweet that you can taste it.
The Africans use the drum because it is not the beat that is being heard. It is the spaces in between the beats that is being heard. Creating an ecological system that is outside of the dimension, you're bringing that same ecological system in the dimension through sound.
Simple yet sacred, heavy yet weightless. Let me take you to that space in between those spaces where time is a myth and the clocks are faceless. With a melody so sweet that you can taste it.